September 24th, 2025. A rider doing 132 miles per hour gets spotted by police on a quiet English road. When the patrol car's lights flash on, most people pull over. This rider looked back and said, "Game on, lads." Then he ran. What happened next turned a routine traffic stop into a 33-mile chase that would end with one of the strangest arrests in UK history. This is the story of how a GoPro became Exhibit A in a criminal case, and how a man handed prosecutors a time-stamped narrated confession.
Now we know the false area.
Yeah, he's taking the first turn in 184, heading towards Washington.
The writer's name is Dean Bruce, a 32-year-old from Preston, Lancashire, and he filmed every second of what came next. The chase started at 3:47 p.m. near Garstang on the A6, a two-lane road cutting through Lancashire countryside. PC Liam Hargreaves was running mobile speed enforcement when a black Kawasaki ZX-10R Ninja screamed past at 132 in a 70 zone. He activated lights and sirens. Standard procedure for that violation is a traffic stop and penalty notice. Dean Bruce had other plans. The helmet camera captures the moment. Bruce checks his mirror, sees the patrol car, and his face breaks into a smile. He taps his phone mounted on the handlebars. A red recording dot appears. He's live streaming to YouTube. Right, we've got a live one here. Let's see if Lancashire's finest can keep up. He opens the throttle. The speedometer climbs past 140. The police car falls back immediately, unable to match the bike's acceleration. Bruce leans into a curve at speed, knee nearly touching pavement. Breathing gets heavier, but he's laughing. Dean Bruce wasn't a career criminal. He was a 32-year-old warehouse worker from Preston who'd been riding bikes since he was 19. Fast bikes, long rides, the occasional wheelie on empty roads. But somewhere along the way, the riding became about the rush, and the rush became about pushing limits. He'd been filming his rides for years, posting clips online when things got interesting. Nothing illegal, until it was. Bruce was born in 1993. He lived in a terraced house in Preston with his partner and a rescue Staffordshire bull terrier named Rocco. His criminal record before September was minor. A caution for careless driving in 2022. A £500 fine in 2024 for riding without insurance. Nothing that suggested he'd lead police on a high-speed pursuit while live streaming it. The bike was a modified 2023 Kawasaki with an illegally remapped engine and aftermarket exhaust that could produce a smokescreen. The license plate was fake, traced to a scrapped vehicle. Bruce bought it on finance despite not having a valid license. His riding privileges had been suspended after the 2024 violation. By 3:50 p.m., Bruce is 5 minutes into the pursuit. The A6 transitions into winding B roads towards Scorton. These narrow country lanes bordered by hedgerows are dangerous even at legal speeds. Bruce knows this, yet he's doing 140. The helmet cam footage becomes chaotic. Trees blur past. The bike compresses hard over bumps. Bruce approaches a blind curve and the engine screams as he leans into the turn at a speed that would crash most riders. The rear tire slides briefly, then grips. He straightens and accelerates. At 3:53 p.m., a tractor appears ahead, pulling farming equipment. There's barely room to pass. Bruce doesn't brake. He threads between the tractor and hedgerow with inches of clearance at 100 miles per hour. The farmer later told police about a black blur that nearly hit me. A second patrol car joins from the M6 junction at 3:55 p.m. Bruce activates his exhaust smoke screen. White vapor pours out, obscuring the officer's view. The modification was illegal but effective. The police car backs off. The audio picks up Metallica's Fuel playing through his helmet speakers. His breathing is heavy but steady. This is exactly what he wanted. Content drama. By 3:56 p.m., the pursuit enters Preston's outskirts. Rural roads give way to urban streets with traffic lights and pedestrians. This is where the footage becomes genuinely dangerous. Deepdale Junction at 3:58 p.m. The light is red. Bruce doesn't brake. He checks both directions and blasts through at 90. Bruce runs 2 more red lights in the next 4 minutes, narrating each one. At 4:02 p.m., he's weaving between packed cars at 80. The wing mirror of a Ford Fiesta clips his handlebar. The bike jerks sideways. Bruce fights for control, nearly losing it before straightening out. He keeps going. Police helicopter appears overhead at 4:03 p.m. The Lancashire police helicopter was equipped with thermal imaging and GPS tracking. Once airborne, Bruce's chances of escape dropped to nearly 0, but he kept running.
Not 1, not 2,
Officers attempted a spike strip deployment at the A5085 intersection. Bruce saw the strip being pulled across the road and did something unexpected. At 60 miles per hour, he pulled back on the handlebars and jumped the bike over the spike strip. The camera shows it passing beneath him. He lands hard but stays upright. By 4:06 p.m., Bruce is running out of options. His fuel light has been on for 3 minutes. The helicopter is locked onto his position. Ground units are converging. He veers off Ribbleton Avenue into an open field. The bike goes from pavement to mud, rear wheel spinning. Bruce rides 200 yards and ditches the bike behind a hay bale. Then he runs. The helmet camera is still recording. The footage shows his sprint across the field toward Blackpool Road where his house sits. He's gasping into the mic. The camera bounces with every step, and he covers 400 yards in under 2 minutes and pounds on his front door at 4:08 p.m. His partner opens it. Bruce rushes inside, still wearing the helmet, still filming. Lancashire police surrounded the house within 3 minutes. The helicopter's GPS had tracked him the entire way. Officers from the Tactical Response Unit took positions at front and back exits. At 4:09 p.m., Bruce peeks out his front window. He sees police everywhere. He looks at his helmet camera one last time and waves. He walks outside with hands up. Officers take him to the ground. The arrest is textbook. Hands cuffed, rights read. The helmet camera captures PC Hargreaves recognizing him. Bruce was transported to Preston Police Station. A medical check revealed minor abrasions but no drugs or alcohol. He told officers he was sober as a judge, just hyped on adrenaline. The investigation took less than 24 hours. Bruce had filmed everything. Prosecutors reviewed the 22-minute GoPro file and identified 17 separate overtakes in no overtake zones, 3 red lights run, speeds exceeding 140 in multiple locations, and reckless driving that endangered pedestrians. Every crime was time-stamped and narrated by the defendant. Lancashire Police's social media team saw an opportunity. On September 26th, they posted a 60-second edited highlight reel on X and TikTok. The video opened with Bruce saying, "Game on, lads," then cut to near misses and reckless maneuvers in slow motion with clown emojis overlaid on his helmet. Text appeared, "POV, you're your own worst enemy." The voiceover was expressionless. Pro tip: if you're filming, you're confessing. Thanks for making our job easy, Dean. Lancashire Police followed up, showing Bruce's seized Kawasaki in an impound lot with the caption, "From superbike to scrap heap. Stay tuned for the finale." On November 5th, 2025, police held a public demonstration where Bruce's motorcycle was crushed by a hydraulic press. The event was live-streamed and drew massive attention online. The description warned, "This is what happens when you film your crimes." Chief Inspector Jane Williams defended the strategy in a BBC interview. "Humor disarms danger. We're using his poor choices as a teaching moment. Prevention through embarrassment works." Dean Bruce's case hit Preston Crown Court on October 15th. Judge Eleanor Stapleton presided. Prosecutor Sarah Collett presented the GoPro footage as Exhibit A. The courtroom watched portions of the chase. Bruce's defense argued youthful folly with no intent to harm. His mother testified tearfully about his good heart but bad judgment. None of it mattered. The footage spoke louder. Bruce pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, driving while disqualified, using a vehicle without insurance, and aggravated vehicle taking. On October 22nd, Judge Stapleton sentenced him to 18 months imprisonment with 9 suspended, a 5-year riding ban, 200 hours community service, and £5,200 in fines. Bruce showed no emotion. He was remanded to HMP Garth immediately. Online reaction exploded. Memes flooded platforms showing Bruce with Oscar statues captioned "Best Self Snitch." Video editors synced the chase to Highway to Hell. The story spread across social media throughout October and November. The case drew comparisons to others where self-documentation led to prosecution. A 2023 Manchester TikTok writer who posted evasion compilations got 12 months. Bruce's case followed the same pattern, but with higher stakes because of the live stream element. Parliament scheduled a 2026 review of the Road Traffic Act to consider amendments addressing intentional recording during driving offenses. Bruce was released November 20th with electronic monitoring and curfew restrictions. His YouTube channel had been deleted by the platform. His other accounts were flooded with harassment and death threats. On November 25th, Bruce gave his first interview to ITV Granada. He looked different, thinner, tired. The bravado was gone. "I thought it'd be likes and laughs," he said. "Didn't clock it'd be locks and bars. I put people in danger for a video. That's not funny, it's just stupid. Lesson learned, adrenaline's a bad director." He launched a new TikTok account focused on road safety, posting tips and promoting helmet use. He's working at Tesco, living under curfew and riding only a push bike. The 5-year driving ban means he won't legally operate a motor vehicle until 2030. BBC Three produced Caught on Cam, the biker bust, in November. Bruce declined to participate but supported its safety message. The case has become a reference point in discussions about social media and crime. Law enforcement agencies use clips from Bruce's footage in training. The unintentional confession, the self-documented crime spree. Lancashire police gained significant new followers after their posts. Other departments took note, using similar tactics in Manchester, Liverpool, and Birmingham. The 22-minute video remains locked in evidence. The public version police posted was heavily edited. The full footage shows how close Bruce came to killing himself and others. At his average speed of over 100 miles per hour, the margin for error was 0. The pedestrian who nearly got hit gave an October interview. Margaret Ellis, 67, said, "I was crossing like I've done 1,000 times. Then this black thing shot past and I felt the wind. If I'd been one step further, I wouldn't be talking to you." And he was filming it like a game. That's what haunts the case. Bruce wasn't unaware of danger. He acknowledged it during the live stream. He just didn't care. As of December 10th, 2025, Dean Bruce is 3 weeks into community service, working litter cleanup along the same roads he once raced down at 140. He wears a high-visibility vest and carries a trash picker. Drivers slow down and stare sometimes. Lancashire Police's final post came November 30th. It showed a side-by-side comparison. Left, Bruce grinning and giving thumbs up at 140 miles per hour. Right, his prison intake photo, expression blank, bravado gone. The caption read, 22 minutes of footage, 18 months of consequences. Worth it? You decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.